Scan QR code.
Sunday, and I'm in church. Hi. This is my Sunday vlog. Yeah. This is the transformed version of me, guys.
It's a process.
It's a process, but this is the transformed version of me, okay?
I'm surprised. That's the number one thing I'm proud of.
I was not having it. It's like the devil was dealing with me in the morning. I was just like, do I really need to do this? And I'm like, no, but I really want to go to church. But then, like, at the same time, I'm just like, yo, Sana,
I have to wake up.
This waking up thing. To Jesus, for He cares for you. Oh man, I took a whole lot of stuff. Like, I've just joined and I've got a gift. I don't know what's inside, but I have a feeling it's the chocolates. They said I shouldn't tell. It feels like a chocolate. It's a good day to eat a chocolate today.
Yeah, I guess so. Fast is starting tomorrow, isn't it?
Exactly.
Day one.
I have all these gifts. I just found a church. I'm so happy, guys. Finally found a church in Gauteng that's close to my house, and it matches my energy. You know,
It's your vibe. It's everything that you like. It's what you were looking for. They're doing the most.
Okay, now you can take pictures.
Who says I haven't been?
I'm done looking kitty.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna take off the jacket.
Oh yes, I do. But like, I'll take it off in front.
Yes, I took a really nice one.
Sexy pictures. I'm not gonna look sexy in church.
She needs to be very demure, very.
So I went for breakfast after church, and now I'm basically doing my feet. I'm getting a foot scrub and I'm doing my toenails because they're not looking very cutesy. And then I'm gonna do wig lines, like flat cornrows with my natural hair, and prepare myself because I'm going to court tomorrow and I really don't have the energy for anything else. Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, I go by the name Mataria Manyisa, aka the coolest advocate. Boo 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 boo. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications. My lighting is quite poor in here actually. I'm at court again. I did mention in my last post that I have a trial. I'm not gonna preach today, okay? I'm just vlogging. I'm not gonna preach, but for what it's worth, God is still good, God is still great, God is still amazing. I hope that you guys had enjoyed the last video. Actually, I got some really positive feedback. People sent me some private messages, and they were like, yo, there's so much growth in the way you sound, there's so much growth in what you've been saying and stuff like that, and thank you for the words of encouragement, and I appreciate it. And guys, please don't forget to also comment down below, okay? I'm in court already, and as always, well, not as always, I'm actually lying. I'm never always the first person here, but since last week I've been here earlier than everybody else because I tend to take my time, and then I get to court late, and then my senior is already in court, and it's not a good thing. Go to your senior gets to court before you. Okay, don't do that. So yeah, I've got a trial again. I need to charge my gadgets because, first of all, my phone is on like 25%, which is not good. I should have charged it when I left home, but I was playing music. I was doing all sorts of things with my phone from the moment I woke up in the morning. I was playing gospel. I was worshiping and stuff like that. So yeah, my battery's low now. But yeah, for what it's worth, I'm actually just gonna chill and read a bit of the record now and prepare for court. So guys, what's happening right now is that we're in a trial and our opponents are trying to actually collapse the trial, and we are fighting for our lives because we do not want this trial to collapse. First of all, I want my bag, okay? Second of all, it's not just about the bag actually. First of all, I want this matter to be finalized for the sake of my clients. But also, I want my bag. If the trial collapses, sure, there's going to be a collapse fee, but it's not the same. Okay, and I need this bag. I've been waiting for this trial since last year. Okay, so yeah, and I'm actually pretty excited. I want it to be finalized. Like, I want to read a judgment and be proud of myself. Okay, so yeah, that's what's happening right now. I'm gonna go on and just vlog as the day goes by. First things first is that when I get to court, I unpack my things, I read some of my messages, I read some of my emails, I respond to some of my emails, and then yeah, keep it moving. Right now I just need to charge my phone a little bit, just get some power. I always carry my twin plug with me. That's just something that I've learned to do. I carry my twin plug with me, and I carry my power bank with me, and I carry my charger with me because my battery is always running out because I'm always on my phone. Even though I'm like terrible at responding to messages and stuff like that, I'm literally always on my phone. So yeah, I'm going to respond to some of my messages now, check my emails and stuff like that, and then I'm just going to go through the record and just read this record. Okay, this record is like over 2,000 something pages. So it's a lot of reading. And when I say reading, I don't mean just read the 2,000 pages. That I can do and just get it over and done with. I mean read and understand and have context and know where to find what in the record, so that also when SC is making submissions in court and she's just like, yo, where do I find 1, 2, 3? You know exactly where to direct her. That's the whole purpose of having a junior. Otherwise, we are just here to cut our hair, and that's not a good thing. So you must be a very active junior. You know, you must know your papers. You must be able to assist your senior. You must make notes and stuff like that. You know, just so that everything runs smoothly. So I'm pretty sure you guys know what the inside of a court looks like, but just in case you don't, I'm gonna show you guys what the inside of this court looks like. I don't know why, but the lighting in this court is very bad today. It's dark and I don't know what's going on, but yeah, this is the courtroom that we are in for the entire duration of the trial. It's gonna end next week. Like I said, I'm the only person in court. I'm not robed because it's very, very hot right now. I don't even know what to tell you guys. It's extremely hot. And then, yeah, I love this court. It's pretty, because like it's an old building and stuff. Look at it. I mean, what? It's so cutie. Yeah, it's very cute. And then this is where, you know, members sit of the public and also our clients sit there. So because it's the kind of matter that we have, the funny thing is that our clients sit on this side and then the opponent's clients sit on that side. And they're not talking to each other. It's so weird, guys. Like, it's very uncomfortable. Like, you know, just beef. But yeah, that's that. I also want to show you guys what I'm wearing. I'm wearing long pants today. Usually I wear a skirt, but I'm wearing long pants today. And I'm wearing pumps, guys. One thing about me, I vowed that I would never ever wear pumps again in my life. Like, I hated pumps with all my heart. And you will never find me wearing pumps outside, like in the streets or whatever. But in court, you will never find me wearing heels either, because there's no reason to suffer. I hate suffering. Now you're in heels, it's hot, it's tense, and you know, you're just like, why did I wear this? Like, I could have just worn something else. Do you know what I mean? Don't be that person. You know, I've been promising to call my friend. She go by the name of JD. This hand doesn't answer her phone, guys. I called her now in the morning. I got before no sisters, and I don't know why is she not answering her phone, because she knows that I don't have time to talk on the phone every other day, and I knock off very late. So by the time I knock off, I'm tired, guys. I don't want anything to do with anything. I just want to rest. Do you know what I mean? I just want to rest. So yeah, I'm phoning before. So this is my notebook. This is my very old Bible that my mom bought me. Very, very old Bible. And I will be using it because I'm fasting this week. And right now, while I'm still alone in court, I'm gonna read the Word of God. This is my charger. This is my mouse. I'm gonna read the Word of God and be immersed in the Holy Spirit as I should. See? Oh, I'm very happy that we use case lines now, because if it wasn't for the age of case lines, this is my other notebook, so I write notes in both these books. I don't know why I do that, but I do. And what else do I need in here? I need my power bank. Where are you, power bank? You are here now. You have gone missing in action. I had a power bank. It's gone. I don't know where it is no more. Oh, here it is. No, it's not. This is my mic. You know what? Here's my power bank. The lighting is so poor here, guys. So poor. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go sit there in the front where the chargers are, so that I can charge and talk in the interim. Then I'll move when the others get here, which is not anytime soon, because we are starting court very late today. We are starting court at 11:30. Reason for that being that our opponents are trying to collapse our trial. So with our opponents trying to collapse our trial, we had to make some submissions. We had to draft heads of argument and make some submissions in court on Friday. And then tense. And then the judge decided that, you know what, this thing, I thought I was going to shoot from the hip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and write my judgment down. And then I will give judgment on Monday, the 9th at 11:30. And that's how we got here. Just hold on. I need to plug my phone. I'm walking around looking like I'm a DJ. I don't care, okay? I like my earphones. So yeah, I'm about to meditate on the Bible and then read some notes quickly and listen to some gospel. So I'll keep you guys updated and I'll keep vlogging as the day goes by. Bye. Don't copy the behavior and customs of this world, but let God transform you into a new person by changing the way you think. Then you will learn to know God's will for you, which is good and pleasing and perfect. So remove your dark deeds like dirty clothes and put on the shining armor of right living. Because we belong to the day, we must live decent lives for all to see. Don't participate in the darkness of wild parties and drunkenness, or in sexual promiscuity, immoral living, or in quarreling and jealousy. Instead, clothe yourself with the presence of the Lord Jesus Christ, and don't let yourself think about ways to indulge your evil desires. What are you guys saying? Court's just adjourned for today, and my heart is so painful, guys. The only thing I'm happy about is that we made submissions and the judge ruled in our favor, but our opponents did nonsense after that. So I'm waiting for Miss Piwe to come out. I don't know what she's doing. She's taking time. So I'm waiting for her to come out so we can leave and go sit down. Discuss what must happen now, because now we've got more work, but our trial has been postponed. Sina day. I'm so pissed, to be honest, but you know what, like my senior said, don't be emotional. Counsel never loses, counsel always wins. So that's how we're gonna take it. Yeah, so our opponents were not ready. They were not prepared for this trial. The judge ruled in our favor today in terms of the matter not being moot, that this matter must proceed, this trial must proceed. So then they said that they needed to take instructions, and then after they took instructions, they were like, no, they're gonna appeal the ruling, which is also not, you can't appeal an interlocutory ruling. So obviously we're going to resist that appeal. So now we're gonna come back to court to argue the appeal and stuff, but they're doing it on purpose. It's a delay tactic. They know that, or they don't, I don't know. But yeah, they've got 15 days to file their appeal. Our trial was supposed to go on for a few more days. Obviously they're saying that they can't give a date, they can't commit within the days that are remaining for the trial. So we're just gonna have to start counting the days, 15 days from today, as in tomorrow, until 15 days, and then we're going to send them, we're going to be expecting to get their notice of leave to appeal or whatever. I'm disappointed because I really wanted the matter to be finalized this time, but it looks like it's going to take a while. It might be, it's going to take a while. Yeah, the fact that I'm still going to get paid all my days and all of that doesn't even really matter anymore. Like, we're so disappointed, hey, like, you know, but you know, Essie's just like, no, just calm down, it's fine, and you guys did a really great job because you guys did the heads of arguments and whatnot, so you should be proud of yourselves for that and stuff. Because I mean, we did get a ruling in our favor, but because of that, then they found another tactic to throw. So yeah, now I'm waiting for I don't understand what's taking her so long, but yeah. And I'm even shaking right now because I'm hungry, but I'm on a spiritual journey where I'm not eating until 6. I'm not eating from 6 to 6, and I know she wants to go sit at Magempine, and I'm already just so stressed out because obviously the food is gonna smell good there, and I really need to practice discipline. You know what? We don't live from eating, we live from the word of God. Did you hear me? So yeah, guys, that's the case. Yeah, so I'm just outside the court right now, as you can see. Maybe I need to go still draft right now, so bye. So yeah, I think it's better for us to just do research now and then start drafting what we need to draft and send it to SC. So yeah, that's guys, there's something called finding out, and then there's something called realizing. Today we both found out and realized. Huh? Guys, I'm irritated, guys, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm very. What building is this one? This one here with the South African flags. Guys, I'm literally just looking around. Pigeons. I'm just gonna look at the pigeons. Yeah, no? Everything is flying around because we came prepared, my sister. We came with files. You know what I mean? Like, we were ready, guys. No, but you know what? I'm not going to stop celebrating the fact that our heads of arguments, we got our ruling. This is only to sabotage us because we got our way. Yeah. That's the only thing. Everything else, I'm not going to internalize this. Like, guys, I'm in a gift shop now. Spiwe is in the coffee shop next door, the Mug and Bean that's closest to court. I'm in a gift shop now because I need to buy something. I want to write a letter to somebody, a heartfelt letter to somebody. And so yeah, this is what I got. I think it's so cute, and I'm gonna write a letter, like a handwritten letter in it. But I think this is gonna be my new favorite shop to buy stuff, especially things like that, because I like buying things for my nephew to irritate my sister. You know what I mean? I like this shop. There's so many nice things there. Even those bags are nice. So I just finished buying these. Hello. How are you? Sharp. Council.
What's salted caramel or caramel?
Salted caramel.
Yeah, they don't have salted caramel.
Caramel is fine. Did you get it?
No.
Did she add the wrap? Thank you. So I'm chilling at Mug and Bean right now, and I'm so disappointed, guys. Like, I'm disappointed in the way our opponents are just acting in bad faith. You know, when a person is deliberately acting in bad faith, that's what the situation is here. Anyways, I'm just sitting here at Mug and Bean, thinking about, we're having a short meeting, myself and Spiwe, and she just left. So I'm gonna, thank you so much, my love. So I'm gonna order my Uber now. My senior's calling me just for So this is a disaster. I just got home. My mom is not here. She's gone. I cannot open my garage. This tells me that the electricity tripped because we've been having an issue here at the complex where the electricity is just tripping for no reason. Which means that on top of the fact that our trial was postponed in a day, now I'm here at home early and I won't be able to go inside the house because chaos, Kele. I won't be able to get into the house because I have remote and the sliding door. My mom always we had and I was so excited to spend time with my dog. Now I'm in this shit. Guys, is this not my bra? So she took my laundry and she likes bras and shoes specifically. How? This dog wait to let me in, but she can't through the sliding door because it's locked. I can't open it. I can't open it from outside. Oh, look at how dirty she is. So she's fighting for her life now because she can see me. Hi, sweetie. Hello. Ah, shame. Hi, mama. But she can't unless you could open the door for me. I can't touch you physically. Sorry, she's going to the other door. Oh, Hashem Nana. Hello, my baba. Hello, mama's baba. Calm down. Just wait a few more minutes. Ah, Hashem, guys. Hello, mama's baba. Just wait a few minutes. I'm coming. I'm waiting for mommy to come back, ne? Mila? Unless you can open the sliding door, child. They know where you're gonna touch me. Always shouted me for leaving chairs outside. But don't you think that today it's a good thing that I leave chairs outside here? Because now what was gonna happen if I didn't leave this chair? Now what would I be doing? Do you know what I mean? I can't come inside. The house is locked. I can't go inside. Mila is losing her mind there. I'm trying to not even look at her because it's just gonna hurt my feelings. But somebody said I must really stop walking around with these earphones on my head because I look like a DJ child. I don't care at all, okay? And guys, let me tell you something. As Matosi would say, my glasses of papa, I can actually see. Like, these are not prescription glasses. I just wear them because I like things. Like, I bought these online on Shein. They're not for seeing, but nobody, well, Matosi knew that because it was just like, you talk so much about other people's eyesight and you're always dissing me about my eyesight and stuff like that, but what are these glasses now? And he was like, Laok Papa. I remember him the first time he saw me, he was like, Laok Papa. Hey, I really miss him. Yo, I hope he's resting in peace wherever he is. But yeah, now I have to wait for my mom to come back so she can miraculously open. I don't know how she's gonna open, but I'm waiting for her to come back. I'm irritated after the day that I had in court, and then for me to come back home and not be able to enter. I'm so bored. Yo, bored. Have the eggs here. I almost died from that fast, guys. It's literally 6 o'clock and I'm like, I was sitting praying at 5 to 6 waiting to break my fast so I can just eat. I'm starving. I had a long ass day. The way I love eggs, guys, I got this scrambled egg and bacon wrap from Mug and Bean. It's quite good. It's quite. Good morning. So I just woke up now. I'm so exhausted and I feel like I fought so hard to get rid of this flu and it just really hasn't gone away, and I feel very sick today, and on top of that it's extremely cold today. So today we're not going to court. The matter was stood down. So like I said, we made proper submissions and whatnot yesterday in court, and everything was chilled. The judge made a ruling in our favor to, what is this called? That the matter is not moot, which means that the matter is not dead, the trial is not dead, and that the trial must continue. But in my honest opinion, my opponents were never ready, they were never prepared. So originally or naturally what should have happened after the judge makes her ruling is that the trial was supposed to proceed immediately, which means that because we've called all of our witnesses, our our opponents were supposed to call their first witness, including their expert witness, and then we would start with that process of them leading their evidence, and then we do the cross-examination and all of that. However, like I said, I don't think that they were ever prepared. So as soon as they got as soon as we got the order, they said that they needed to take instructions. So we adjourned for like 5 minutes, and then when we came back, they were like, yeah, they want to appeal the judge's ruling. First of all, you can't actually appeal an order in an interlocutory application. So it was an interlocutory order. Do you know what I mean? It's a trial within a trial. So it's not a final order. So basically they just created more work for us, even though it's unnecessary work, like, because it's the law, it's the rules. If you know the rules, you know that, you know, it's an interlocutory order. There's also Rule 18 of the Superior Courts Act, which is applicable in this instance, where, you know, maybe they can get a suspension and whatnot. But yeah, like, it's just a matter of, we're obviously going to oppose the appeal, right? But with that being said, now we have to draft more stuff again. So we're not in courts today. We'll be working from home. Myself and Spiwe need to draft, so we'll be drafting from home, and then we're gonna send our draft to SC. Is today Tuesday? Yeah, so we'll be sending our draft to SC tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow morning, so she can work on it, and then yeah, we'll take it from there. So they basically trying everything that they possibly can to collapse the matter, but they failed, and so now they're going for an appeal. And you know that you've got 15 days to appeal. If you are going to appeal, everybody's got the right to an appeal, but you have 15 days to bring your appeal. So obviously our trial is not even 15 days long, and when we asked them to commit to a date, to when do they think they'll be able to bring the appeal, they were like, no, they can't commit. They still first need to take instructions, and they still first need to consult, which is still, I still feel, is a delay tactic. But in any event, it's fine. We closed our case. So everything of ours is on record. We've brought all our evidence and everything, so we're safe, we're good. I guess this is also just going to give us more time to just read more and just do a bit more research and stuff like that, even though I feel like we're thoroughly prepared and stuff. But it doesn't really seem like this trial is going to be finalized anytime soon. It seems like this trial will probably come back to court again next year. Yeah, so I'm tired. I had a very, I can't really say I slept very well yesterday. We had prayer session at 8, so every night at 8 p.m. I attend prayer session with my spiritual parents and the church from home from Nelspruit, which is God is Able Ministries. And yeah, we had a prayer session. Obviously we meditated on the word and stuff, and so around 6 p.m. I ate, because we're doing a 6 to 6 fast with my church that I found here in Centurion recently. I really like that church. It's really dope. We have a group and we're fasting together, and so we don't eat from 6 to 6, and then at 6 p.m. we can eat and stuff like that. And then at 8 p.m. with my church from home, my original church from Nelspruit, we have prayer session online every day on Zoom meetings. And I love these sessions so much, and everybody's welcome to join these sessions. And it's very it's very reviving in a way. So I did that, and then as soon as I was done with church, what happened? Yeah, as soon as we're done with church, I went to bed. And then yeah, no, I just read a bit more of the word, and then I just drafted something for another matter, because you know, the trial is not the only case that I have, so I have a lot of other work that I need to do. And so when you're in trial, or your practice basically suffers a bit, because you've got a lot of other things that you need to do, that you have to attend to, and you need to spare your time accordingly. So yeah, so I drafted other stuff, and then I went to bed after that. But for some reason last night around Boma 9, my heart was a bit heavy. Around 9:10, my heart was a little bit heavy, even though we had just finished prayer session. Like, I was a bit triggered, you know, I guess because also just in this season or this time of the trial, I'll probably be just calling Matozi and asking him questions about you know, one of the applications that I'm busy with, and I would need you know, just advice and somebody to read my drafts and stuff like that. And I think that just made my heart a little bit heavy. But yeah, I'm trying to not internalize it. I'm trying to not get too carried away again and find myself back in that space where I worked so hard and I prayed so hard to get out of. But yeah, I'm gonna go make myself a cup of coffee now without any sugar, because it's the only way we can drink it in the morning until 6. And then I'm gonna read the Bible and read the word as well, and then I'll just keep on vlogging as the day goes by. So it's Wednesday, and it's 10 to 7 p.m. and I'm on my way to church. So I told you guys that I found a church and everything, and I really like it there. So what we have there is what we call healing rooms. So the healing rooms are basically kind of like a place where people pray for you and pray with you, and they intercede for you. It's actually my first time going to the healing room today. I'm really excited. The pastor asked me to come as well, because, you know, I was feeling a bit down today, and I was just like, you know, ever since I started fasting, it's like the emotions are just coming in a lot, you know. But I understand that that would probably be because I am not using anything to kind of suppress those feelings, and for the first time now I'm actually facing my real feelings, you know, without being under the influence of alcohol, or without being around friends, or without, you know. So it's just natural for grief to show up, you know. And I'm looking forward to the healing room. I'm really looking forward to hearing or experiencing what's happening here. And then I usually have 8 o'clock prayer online with my spiritual family in Nelspruit, but obviously that's not going to be happening today, because if the healing room starts at 7 o'clock, then obviously I'm going to be there probably until 8 o'clock, 8:30. I don't really know what time it finishes. So yeah, I'll probably be late. So yeah, come with me as I go to the healing room, and then I'll just be vlogging from there as well. here, and I'm really excited, guys. Don't really know, I am excited. Hello, how are you? No, I'm good. Eating rooms. So I'm here, guys. I'm not really sure what to expect, but yeah. Yeah, and I just filled in a form, and I'm basically just waiting for them to attend to me. I guess it's like kind of like a group session type of thing where a whole lot of intercessors talk to you at once and stuff, and I guess you tell them what you want them to pray with you about or pray for you about. I don't even really know what my prayer request is right now, because I feel like yeah, that's a very awkward question. I don't know what my prayer request is right now, but maybe I'll figure it out once I have a conversation with one of them. But yeah, I'm here and it's cute. It looks like a little therapist's office thing type of thing, but it's like in a church. And I like the vibe. I like everything about this church. Like I said, I visited it and then I decided that this was going to be my go-to church here in Gauteng. So yeah, I filled in a form now and I'm waiting to hear how this whole thing goes, and then I'll update you guys after, like the whole thing, because I don't think I can be filming inside there. In any event, I don't want to film that. I feel like it's a very sensitive part and it's very vulnerable, so there's no point in filming that, you know what I mean? So yeah. Okay guys, so I'm done in the healing room. It's been an hour and it was amazing. Oh my god, I can't wait to get home and share this experience. But I'm quickly gonna meet the pastor inside the church now. He's also part of the worship team. He's actually very young, like maybe 2 years or 3 years older than me, so I'm gonna meet him now. Yeah, I'm so, my heart is so full right now. It was so heavy before. I was crying and stuff during the day, but wow, man, God is good. So yeah, I'm done with that now. See, I'm just gonna go inside and see him. Yeah guys, I'm about to leave. I'm waiting for my Uber. That's obviously gonna take a bit, maybe 5 minutes or so, and then I'm going to go home. I'm back home now. Hello, I'm so hungry. The level of hunger that I'm this journey is tough. I don't even know what I'm gonna eat. Guys, wow. I just got into bed after the healing room session, and I just want to say to you guys, that session was so amazing. I'm actually just going to leave this vlog here because I don't have anything else to say. I'm gonna leave all other content for the next vlog, you know. But so in essence, what happened was, you go to the healing room. It's kind of like therapy, but like except for it's therapy for Christians type of thing. And there's 2 people that sit in the healing room with you. It's like we call them interceders. Okay, so an interceder is a person that intercessors actually. It's a person that intercedes on behalf of another person in terms of prayer. Like they stand in your place in prayer, and they pray for you and they pray with you. So basically, when I'm praying for my friends, I'm interceding for them. Whenever my friends are praying for me, they're interceding for me. And then there's people that actually in church, they do that on a full-time basis. They are interceders. No man, they're intercessors. No Mila man. Ish, this dog. You know, so you basically tell them, and then you fill out a form, and then you say, like, as you've seen the form, and then you basically explain what your prayer requests are and stuff. So I didn't fill out any prayer requests because there's a vast number of things in my life that I felt like I wanted to talk about, and I wasn't gonna put those things down on a piece of paper. I just wanted to say them, you know. So yeah, everything that you discuss in the healing room is completely confidential. Like nobody knows about it. It's just between yourself and the people that you're with in that session. And you can have as many sessions as you want to until you feel like you're in a better place. So yeah, I basically opened up about a lot of things, my spiritual journey particularly, because that's the one thing that's of main concern to me right now, like my spiritual journey, and just, you know, getting closer to God and really just having a relationship with God that cannot be shaken by anything, not even grief. So yeah, you can pray about whatever you want to pray about and stuff like that, and you tell them, and you basically just have a conversation, and they basically just encourage you. It's very therapeutic, it's very healing. I cried a lot in there, but you know, like they were also saying to me that the more you cry, the more your soul is cleansed, because crying actually cleanses the soul. And then I actually saw this clip earlier on. I was watching the show called The Chosen that my sister Mandy said I should watch. So The Chosen is basically it's scriptures, it's Bible scriptures and stuff like that, but they made into like a series. It's amazing because it kind of gives you the Bible in like a movie form, but like different versions of the Bible in like movie form. I really liked it. Mila is so irritating, you guys. As soon as you hold her phone, she starts acting crazy. So yeah, the Chosen, there was one that I watched today where Jesus was crying, because in the Bible there is a verse where Jesus wept. So basically something that they reminded me was that God knows exactly how you feel when you're in the pits of hell, you know, whenever you're going through a lot. Also, just now that I'm saying pits of hell, I'm remembering Psalm 139. It tells you that God knows you from the moment you rise up in the morning to you're laying down at night. He knows you. But yeah, so they were basically just saying that, you know, when you're really going through it, whatever it is that you're going through it, the thick of the thin, God is with you, and he understands, because he also knows what it's like to feel pain, and he also knows what it's like to grieve. And you can imagine, with the way Jesus died that gruesome death on the cross, you can imagine that God sacrificed his own child to go and die that gruesome death on the cross so that he could be reunited with us. So obviously he knows what pain is like, because Jesus suffered. You know, there's also a verse where Jesus is like to God, take this, if it is your will, please take this cup of suffering from me, if it is your will. But obviously that didn't happen. He still had to go and die on the cross so that scripture could be fulfilled. So that's in essence what you know, I got from that aspect of, you know, grief. Grief is okay. You're allowed to cry, you're allowed to go through it, and all of those other things. But of course, don't build an altar for your grief, and don't let grief consume you. So I discussed a lot of things, including some of the things that I told you guys about on my previous video, where I was talking about an experience that I had with somebody that I genuinely liked, and then he was like, you need to be honest with yourself. So I'm at a place in my spiritual journey where I'm trying to get to understand what exactly it is that God wants me to do in his kingdom, or do for his kingdom, and that's exactly the journey that I'm trying to take. So yeah, it was very, very therapeutic. I went there with a very, very heavy heart, and you know, I came out of there smiling and laughing and feeling lighter than ever, and I'm very grateful for that. So I think this is where I'm gonna leave the video. What a wholesome night. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, this is it, like, for me. I'm leaving this vlog here. I love you guys so much. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications. I am even lying down already. Don't forget to turn on your post notifications. Don't forget to press like. Don't forget to share this video. I'll definitely be seeing you again soon with the next vlog. More court content, more stuff. Somebody actually asked me to do a video on cross-examination. I need to prepare. Like, I need to prepare myself for that so that I can be able to like put you guys, like lead you guys through that, how that actually works. And I obviously have to start with examination in chief, and then cross-examination, re-examination, that type of thing. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I love you. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on your post notifications. Boo, 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 boo. Bye.